Hello guys and welcome to this new YouTube video. So I'm Caroline. I've been an au pair for a year and a half now, and I just say goodbye to my last friends here. They all went back to their hometown, so I just ended up being alone here, and I was wondering like how did I do that when I came here for the first time. It was like a year and a half ago, and how was I? What was I doing by myself at the time? So I'm gonna share with you some tips and some advices on what to do when you feel alone or lonely, when your friends are just not available, or you just arrived here and you didn't meet a lot of people yet. It takes some time to just find your group of friends and people to hang out with. So I'm gonna share with you some examples and things you can do to just go through loneliness. So my first advice is to just go explore the city, the state you're living in. I mean, if you just arrived in the US, you probably just want to just explore where you are living and just find some cool places. So the best way to do it is just to go visit it. You can go like downtown the city or explore the small town you're living in. Even if you don't have any friends to do it yet to show you, you can just go by yourself and just walk in the cities, in the streets, and just try to find what you like, what you want to try, like if there's new foods, if there's stores or whatever. Just you can do that by yourself. And if you're not really a city person, you can also just go on walk, on hikes. I am personally living in Colorado, and there's so many national parks here with so many hikes, so many beautiful views. I personally didn't wait to find any friends to do it. I was like, okay, like I want to do that and my friends are not available. So I just went and I actually had the best time of my year here. I just walked in the national parks or even sometimes on just little walk, little hikes close to my house, and I just discovered like wildlife, which you have to be careful, especially if you're alone, but it's kind of cool and the views are so beautiful. Like I would have been so sad if I actually didn't do it. So this is a good way when you just arrive in the US, just go explore even if you don't have anyone to do it. Okay, so next, my second tip is gonna be to go do some physical activities. By that I mean this is a good way to try a new sport, or maybe there's something that you always wanted to try but you just didn't have time at home, or it just doesn't exist sometimes. So for example, you could just go to the gym. You could go to a yoga class or dance classes. There's so many options in the US. You're probably gonna find something that you like, and so you can try something new, but you could also do something that reminds you of home. I personally take dance classes here, and it just feels good like to do something that I was doing at home. It actually kind of helped to go through homesickness sometimes. So I feel like this is a good way to just do a physical activity, and it actually helps to meet some people too. So and it also helps to go out of your comfort zone. So this is a good way to do all those things at the same time. So I would highly recommend to do that. And again, like it's not because you don't have anyone to go to classes that you should just not go. So yeah. So my third advice is to go to some local events. It can be hard sometimes to just know what's happening around you. So you could ask your host family if they know if there's like some events, local events around the house. It could be like some farmers market on Sunday morning or sometimes Saturday. Maybe sometimes there's some band concert outside, or they could be like fireworks shows, especially around 4th of July. You could have, sometimes there's some fair happening, or There is actually a lot of local events here. You just need to find them, which is not the easiest part. But yeah, it's actually really good because you could explore, it could help to explore like the city you're living in. But it's also a good way to just kind of live in an American way. So this is always nice to just get out of the house and explore. So yeah. Okay, so my next advice is to actually go to some sport events. There's so many games here. There's like, of course, state teams, which can be a little expensive, but it's kind of part of the experience living in the US. You could go cheer some football, soccer, hockey, baseball, basketball. There's so many different teams. This is a little expensive, so if you can't do that, there's also university teams which are way cheaper and actually very fun because you're surrounded with people your age. So this is a really good place to go, like go to the university and cheer for their teams. Same sport, you could have hockey, baseball, football, soccer, like so many sports. So this is a good way to, again, explore the city, discover the university, and just be with people your age. You could actually meet so many people because here Americans are like very outgoing, very talkative. They're gonna go talk to you very easily, so you could actually end up making friends. So I highly recommend just going to see a game of whatever team you want to see or whatever sports you want to cheer for. Like, this is a great experience. So my last advice is gonna be to try some new foods. You probably saw foods on social media and you were like, oh, I really want to try that. Or maybe you've heard of some stuff, you were like, oh, I should try that when I'm in the US. So this is a good way to start. Just, okay, like you have a Sunday morning off and you're like, oh, I really want to go out of the house, but I don't know what to do. Like, you could start by going to a local coffee and trying new coffee you never tried, and a new pastry, and a new food you never tried. And yeah. Okay, so this is all the advice I have for you right now. I know how hard it can be to just do all the things by yourself. This is not an easy exercise, but this is like the only way you are going to go through loneliness, because as an au pair, like, you don't know anyone here, so it takes some time to build your friendships here, to create some group of friends. It takes like a few weeks, sometimes a few months. You will be alone sometimes, which is fine. It's part of the au pair experience, but it's very important to not stay in this loneliness. So I highly recommend to do all of this, even if it's hard, because this is how you're gonna make friends, this is how you're gonna explore and actually do all the things you have on your wish list, which I highly recommend having a wish list going here. That helps to keep you busy and to have goals, which is very important. It really helps when you're having some hard times here. So yeah, I hope this video helps you and give you some ideas on what to do when, well, you don't have anyone to hang out with. If you're interested, I can make a part 2 and I can make a new video on how to actually meet people here and make friends as an au pair, because I went through it a year and a half ago, and I remember that it could be hard at the beginning to meet people. So if you want any advice, I can make a video like that. So let me know in the comments if you are interested. Thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you in my next video. Bye!